Hopefully it was searching in YouTube that brought you to this video right here where we're going to be talking about the town of Teaneck, New Jersey. Now this video is not to influence you one way or the other, but it is in order to educate you. That way when you move to Teaneck, New Jersey, you feel like you're making a smart decision that you're fully understanding of. And of course, if Teaneck is not right for you, you'll find out in this video. And there's a ton of other videos on my page of all the towns in Bergen County so that you can help yourself to all the juicy content and find the town that you feel is the best fit for you. Without any further ado, this is Teaneck, New Jersey. Let's hop right in. Teaneck, New Jersey is the town here outlined in red. As you can see, Teaneck is a very large town, and it's right here in the heart of Bergen County, next to the county seat in Hackensack. And it is another one of those towns that is just very close to New York City. So here you get an understanding of the location. You have Route 4 running east to west right through the middle of town. And you also have great access to 95 right here on the southern tip of town, which can get you to Route 46 and, of course, 495 going into the city right here through the Lincoln Tunnel. And you're very close to the George Washington Bridge for that northern city access. You're very close to Paramus over here. And then in the heart of town, there's a ton going on. So Teaneck's location is really, really amazing. One of the best, most convenient locations. That's something I would definitely say about Teaneck. It's a very convenient town to a ton of stuff. And it's got a really nice suburban feel. You have those streets that remind you or give you that nostalgia that you had when you were a kid. You go out on these streets, have fun, play ball. There's also a ton of parks. So that's what you got going on with the location of Teaneck, New Jersey. Next, I want to hop into the food scene. And as you can see here, we do have a bunch of restaurants in Teaneck. There's actually a lot more restaurants than this, but I just chose the ones that are rated 4.5 stars or higher for you guys, which you can see there is a pretty significant amount of them. And some of them that are notable to me are Amarone right here and Peck Peck Chicken. This is some crazy, crazy good, some of the best Korean fried chicken that you're going to find. Rock and Roll Sushi Bar, love that spot. And all the restaurants that are pretty much going to be right here on Cedar Lane or over here on Teaneck Road, with the exception of these clusters on the north and south sides of town. Going into the schools, I figured we'd have a look at niche.com. As you can see here, there is access to a bunch of very good high schools in the Teaneck area. These are actually county schools, the academies and Bergen Tech right here. So they're super highly rated. And of course, if you're a resident of Bergen County, you can apply to these schools. But as far as the Teaneck public schools go, you can see right here, the district summary ratings. 83% of the ratings are average, with 17% being above average. Now, Teaneck, New Jersey, historically has been a very diverse scene, so you can expect your kids to be interacting with people from all cultures. I think it's a very, very nice area. People seem to get along very great, and there's a great sense of community in town. Regarding property taxes in Teaneck, this is something that any homeowner should be aware of when they're moving to a Bergen County town, because some towns are known for having high property taxes. Teaneck is one of those towns. The average bill will be about $12,488 a year. So you can expect about $1,000 a month being added to your monthly PITI payments when you obtain a mortgage on a house, thanks to the property taxes. Next, I want to jump into Teaneck's current inventory to show you what kind of houses we do have on the market. You can see right here, they're as cheap as $399,000. It's a contemporary style on Oak Street in Teaneck. $400,000, that's a pretty affordable home. It does get up there. It gets really high up there. You can see right here, we have a bunch of homes in the $1 million price range right here. We got one at 2.775, and then we got two on the market. These are all single families up here. That's what the RES, that means residential. We got one sitting at $5,900,000. It is a contemporary big boy. Very, very cool. There's not so many 2 to 4 families in Teaneck, but they do exist. And here's the price range from $620, the cheapest on the market right now, all the way up to 1.2 essentially in the 2 to 4 family zone. And then of course we have the condo, co-op, and townhouse section, and they are ranging from $245,000 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and they range all the way up to $780,000 right here for a townhouse that has 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and 2 half baths. Right here, you see the rental market. We have $1,795 being the cheapest rental on the market right now. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. The most expensive rental does get up to $5,000. It's a house, 5 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1 half bath. Teaneck does have a pretty diverse mixture of single family houses, condos, rentals. There's some rentals that won't even be on the MLS because they have their own private leasing offices. So Teaneck's got a ton of diversity as far as the real estate infrastructure goes in town. Next, real quick, I just want to touch on the crime and safety in Teaneck. Now, Teaneck is a very safe neighborhood. The likelihood of anything happening to you is very slim, but I do think that Teaneck is a town where you should lock your doors, as are most towns in Bergen County. Keep in mind, we're less than 20 minutes from New York City, guys. Traffic. Now, traffic in Teaneck is something that you will experience mostly during rush hour, especially when the kids are getting to school in the morning and when the kids are coming home in the afternoons. But Route 4 in Teaneck can definitely get backed up at rush hour. And the other thing you should be aware of is that you actually get to skip the Route 17 traffic going into Paramus. Now, Paramus is obviously the shopping mecca of Bergen County, so everybody goes there to shop. If you're in any of these southern Bergen County towns, you're taking Route 17 up to Paramus, there's a lot of traffic. Now, you get to skip that Route 17 traffic because you do have Route 4 access to Paramus, but around rush hour, regardless, it's going to be backed up. And then going into the city over here through the bridge, you're going to have a lot of traffic at random times during the day, but that won't be so frequent. It's actually quite infrequent. Rush hour, it'll be pretty consistent. Next thing I want to hop into is the parks and natural beauty that you'll find throughout Teaneck. It is a very lush and green town. There's a lot of tree-lined streets. There's a lot of parks. And when I say a lot of parks, there is a lot of parks. Some of the more popular ones are definitely Milton Votee Park. Here you have ball fields, basketball courts, gigantic track. You'll see people all the time over here at Votee Park any time of the day. It's a very cool area. There's a public pool there. It's a cool place. There's so much there. I don't even think I could list everything. It's a massive park, as you can see here. Now, some of the other parks that I do like are over here along the river. There's a couple spots where you can just park on these side streets, and Terhune Park or the greenery over here. There's places where you can just go up to the river, hang out. They're very quiet usually. Usually you'll be the only person there. And then, of course, you do have Overpeck Park over here, which is shared with Leonia, but the Overpeck Park playground area is technically in Teaneck. There's a lot of trails over here. There's a lot going on. And then you do have the Teaneck Creek Conservancy. Try saying that. And it is over here. There's a ton of trails throughout this like forest wooded area. Really cool, really nice. Check it out. Now in Teaneck, there's also some developments going on along the railroad tracks right here. There's actually a development going on. I don't know who bought what, but some of this conservancy was actually taken away for new development housing, which is crazy to me. I didn't really think that could go through, but money talks, especially in Bergen County. Isn't that right, guys? That's what we got for parks in Teaneck. There's a lot more, but no matter where you are in town, no matter what section of town, you'll be close to these parks. Great for the kids, great for extracurriculars, great for getting some exercise. I'm a big fan of all the outdoor space that Teaneck does have to offer. Now for the commute, as far as the commute does go, there's a ton of commuters coming from Teaneck going into Manhattan right here. You can see it is a pretty quick commute via the bus. We're in Bergen County. There's not a lot of train towns in Bergen County, especially along the eastern side of the county. So we do have the bus going through Teaneck. It's a 32-minute commute. Really not bad, 29 minutes even. So it's a very quick commute. Just hop on the 177, 167, 165. There's options. They'll be running all morning and all evening. Very nice commute right through the Lincoln Tunnel. But if you really want to know the secret sauce to get into the city super quick from Bergen County, and I recommend this to anybody that moves to any town around Teaneck, you know, you don't want to drive into the city. You just want to get dropped off at Port Authority and boom, you're there. Now this says 25 minutes, but this bus has gotten me to the city in 16 minutes flat before. And this is actually where I have somebody drop me off if I'm going to the city at night. That way I could get to the city in 16 minutes, be right in the heart of Times Square, and not have to worry about parking my car. So if you want to get dropped off for one of the fastest, most underrated bus routes in the entire county, get dropped off at the Glen Point and then hop on that 167 bus, that 167T. Boom, you're in the city. I swear it's going to be less than 20 minutes. Google Maps, they don't even know how good this bus route is. Now, if you wanted to drive into the city, it's not bad at all. You can see it's a 20-minute drive to Times Square, crossing the George Washington Bridge up here. If you wanted to take the Lincoln Tunnel, maybe the GWB is backed up with traffic, you can take the Lincoln Tunnel via 95 to 495, and you're in the city in 22 minutes. Super easy drive. I mean, Teaneck's location, like I said in the beginning of this video, is nothing short of amazing. Definitely check out Teaneck if you're looking for a very convenient life, a very strong sense of community, and having that house on a tree-lined street that just gives you that nostalgia like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. Now, I just want to take you through the neighborhoods in Teaneck. Teaneck as a whole is pretty consistent, but there's some neighborhoods that give you a more upper echelon or lower echelon feel. And I think it's reflected in that median sold price. The price, I mean, you get what you pay for. It speaks for itself. So starting right here with Teaneck South, we see we have a $418,000 median home value. Next, we'll take it up to Teaneck Southeast. And you can see here, we're at $549,000 median home value. It's up significantly from the other section. So like I said, it's pretty consistent, but there are nuances in each section. Taking it to Teaneck West, which is this section right here, home values have gone up again. Now we're at $609,000 median sale price. Now for the Fairleigh Dickinson University section, and yes, there is a university in Teaneck, so you will have a lot of college housing around here. And this section right here has a median home value of $534,000. Next, I'll take you up to Teaneck East, where you can see we have a median home value of $521,000. And then Teaneck Northeast, this northeastern section right here, median home value of $508,000. Here's the West Englewood section of Teaneck right here, this strip with Votive Park in it. And you can see the median home value is down here at $477,000. And finally, we do have the Teaneck Town Center. Over here, we do have Cedar Lane, Windsor Ave, Englewood Ave. There's some really nice streets over here in the town center. So we'll see what the median home value is. And you can see right here, it's a whopping $987,000. So as you can see, there are different neighborhoods within Teaneck, something every single home shopper should keep in mind if they're looking at Teaneck. Now, keep in mind, these borders aren't concrete. They do look concrete on this map, but you'll find houses in all the price ranges in most of these sections. As far as the future growth outlook looks like for Teaneck, I do love that it does share a border with Hackensack, which is the fastest developing municipality in Bergen County right now. So as Hackensack continues to expand and get nicer and more developed, it will bleed into neighboring towns like Teaneck, like Pagoda, like Rochelle Park, and Maywood. So if I had a scale and it measured all the towns in Bergen County, from red being the hottest, like most crazy, dope, expensive, beautiful lifestyle that you could ever imagine, and then on the bottom, you know, just run-of-the-mill, normal life, I would put Teaneck right in the yellow in the middle. It does have a lot going for it, but as you can see, that median sale price for the entire town is $534,000. So as far as it all goes, there are towns that have $1 million houses and they have their reasoning, and there's towns that have $400,000 houses and they have their reasoning too. So Teaneck, it falls at $534,000. If you have any more questions about the town, just shoot me an email. I'd be happy to answer and give you everything that I know about Teaneck, which is quite a lot considering I grew up in neighboring town, Pagoda. And I'd be happy to get in touch with you guys, help you on your home search, get you the home of your dreams right here in Bergen County, New Jersey. Great place for all of my New York City commuters and people who are just interested in living that very high quality Jersey lifestyle. My name is Tyler Sellers from 2Win Realty. If you got any value out of this video, guys, please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel. I know that like 95% of people who watch these videos aren't even subscribed. That's cool, but if you're interested in buying a house, give me that sub. That'd be awesome. And then, of course, you can reach out to me. All my details are down below, and you can find me on Instagram where I'm very active. But my email, tyler@mrsellers.homes, should get you all the answers that you need. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.